I'm back, bitch. Hey, what's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I haven't filmed or haven't sat down and filmed a main channel video since last year. Like, wow, that shit is crazy. I legit haven't sat down and filmed a video since 2019. We're now in 2020, bitch. We're only 16 days in. However, I feel like I haven't sat down and chatted to you guys in such a long time. So I thought I would sit down, have a little chat, and just hang out. I feel like I got so in my head about my YouTube channel towards the end of last year that I just weren't having fun with it at all. I just wanted to sit and chat with you. I feel like I started my channel just being super chatty and super just like lifestyle, super lifestyle-y and like vloggy. And super honest and just spoke whatever I wanted to speak about. I spoke my mind and just said whatever the fuck I wanted to say, really. And then I sort of grew up and realised that, I don't know, I think for so long on YouTube, or just so long in my life actually, was so unsure of myself and everything that I said and the image that I put out, and like I just didn't like me, and I was still figuring things out. Still am figuring a lot of stuff out, but I feel like I'm at a point now more than ever where I'm not gonna say something or tell you guys something, not regret saying it, but then my thoughts and opinions and just myself as a person change like a week later, because then it gets kind of difficult and you're putting like emotions and feelings and just like being super honest online, and then you don't actually know what you're being honest about, and you're not actually being honest with yourself. So then it's hard to say you're being honest and authentic online when realistically you're not even like being true to yourself. 2020 for me is the year of cutting the bullshit. I'm gonna just be as transparent and as honest and just give you my everything. Ariana Grande, you know, hi. I'm just gonna give you me, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And this is the first attempt. I asked you guys on Instagram to send me some questions and things you think I've been either holding back or avoiding, or just stuff you want to know, like the juicy shit. I've been through and picked some out. So I'm just gonna get into it. I'm gonna do it as quickly as I can because I feel like I want to answer everything that I've saved. Oh, this is not even a question. Someone said you have a great fashion sense, and I just wanted to say thank you, so I screenshotted it. Thanks. Apart from right now when I'm just sat in a hoodie. You got Anastasia pregnant in LA. Now I don't know where this has come from. However, I screenshotted this because there has been an instance and a situation that happened which led to Anastasia convinced that she was pregnant with my child. We didn't have sex, but she was still convinced. After this altercation and this situation happened, she was convinced after missing several periods that I was the father of a child that she was carrying. Can confirm she's not pregnant. Can confirm was impossible. And also can confirm not gonna happen anytime soon. So no, and it weren't in LA either. It were not long ago. Not in LA. Are you planning on getting more tattoos? Yes, I really want this tattoo. So I've seen, obviously I know Shawn Mendes. I sound like such a dickhead. I know Shawn Mendes has got a butterfly tattoo, yes, and that did inspire me to want a butterfly tattoo. And yes, I do want to be him. And yes, I have his vocal range and his talent. Yeah, I understand that. But I want a butterfly tattoo. And I don't know if I'm gonna like get it and regret it, because then I'm like, oh my god, fuck, I got a tattoo inspired by Shawn Mendes. But in my head, I think Shawn Mendes just made me realise that he's cool, and now I want to be just as cool. So it's not really related to Shawn Mendes, but I also know that every single person ever, especially now I'm putting it out into the fucking world, it's gonna be like, oh my god, Shawn Mendes has a tattoo like that, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, really? I didn't recognise, I didn't notice. Not that it's a bad thing, but like, you know, I don't want to be that bitch. Have you always known you were gay? This is something that a lot of people ask actually, and I just want to disclaim, I'm not entirely gay. Wow, not entirely accurate. That's the name of our podcast, by the way, if you want to go listen to it. I've not even mentioned that on this YouTube channel. Wow, we have a podcast, me, Anna and Haz have a podcast, go listen to it. It's called Entirely Accurate. Stream it on Spotify, Entail, and all the other things, and all the other podcast streaming websites. I'm not entirely gay. I don't like to label myself. People just say you're bisexual then if you like boys and girls, but I feel like bisexual means that you equally like both. However, I feel like I go through stages of either really liking girls or either really liking guys, but then at the minute actually I'm kind of 50-50. I think it just depends on the person. Who the fuck knows? I don't really give a shit. It's out there. I've kissed boys, kissed girls, whatever. It's not a big deal. But I saw a quote actually the other day. I don't know, do you know when you just read something and you think, damn shit, that is so fucking accurate? And I feel like I need to tell this to everyone. I feel like everyone needs to understand that this is a thing. So I screenshotted it, although I can't find it in my screenshots, which is really great because that entire thing was just meaningless. It says, queer people don't grow up as ourselves. We grow up playing a version of ourselves that sacrifices authenticity to minimise humiliation and prejudice. The massive task of our adulthood life is to unpick which parts of ourselves are truly us and which parts we have created to protect us. That fucking hit me like a ton of bricks, because in school, put up this like, even when people like would like bully me just in general, I like put up this massive act of like, I don't give a fuck, and you'll probably know, I'll probably say, describe me as a person that doesn't really care about anything, which is so far from the truth. I've realized now I've got so many emotions that I don't know how to control it, but to anyone else I seem heartless, and I think it's genuinely because I built up this like persona of being a person who doesn't give a fuck what anyone thinks, to hide the fact that I really cared what every single person ever thought. And there's a lot of things I did, and a lot of like, I look back at my old videos, and that's what I briefly mentioned at the beginning of this video. There's so many versions of me out there, and I get it's all part of growing up and everyone experiences that, but I think because of how much I suppressed every single feeling ever as a kid as like a coping mechanism, I've sort of created so many different versions of myself that I really struggled to figure out who I actually was. And I feel like putting it on YouTube especially has added extra pressure and extra weight to that, because I have all these versions of myself documented, and it's like, who the fuck is me in all these different people? And I feel like I'm finally figuring out who the hell me is, and it's a weird process. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. I thought it was quite interesting. You masturbate on a daily basis? I do not. I wish I did, but I do not. My sex drive is pretty it really depends on a lot of different factors, but no, can confirm most days. Most memorable date with a boy / first time with a boy. I think I don't even know if it's a real, like, I don't know what I'd class as a date. I definitely haven't been on one more like official date more recently with a guy. And then the first one I actually told my mom asked me about it, and I just openly admitted it, and I was sat on the bathroom floor when she asked me, and I'm like, oh my god, I fucking want to die. And I feel like since just admitting that to more myself than my mom, I feel like my mom doesn't give a shit, but more so just admitting that to myself, it first felt like such a weight off my shoulders. I really can't explain it to you, but physically being able to sit in front of my mum, of all people, like one of my biggest things in life is I never ever want to disappoint my mum and dad. I think I'd rather have my limbs removed or my fingernails physically pulled off in front of me than ever feeling like I've even slightly disappointed my parents. So to sit there and my mum asked me, oh my god, who did you go on a date with? And me to physically turn around for the first time ever and say out loud that I went on a date with a guy, just really felt like at the time the worst thing in the entire world, and I literally wanted to die in that very moment. But now looking back on it, and since my mum's asked me if I've been on any more dates with him, I just feel different, and it sounds so fucking stupid, but I do. I feel like unless you've experienced this yourself, you'll never understand it. But growing up trying to suppress something for so long, or just being confused, I feel like I didn't necessarily suppress anything apart from my emotions. I didn't suppress the idea of it. I more so was just being told constantly I was something that I didn't know if I was. So say you're constantly told something, a dumb example, say you're constantly told, I don't know, you have blonde hair when you have brown hair. You're gonna be like, why the fuck is every single person I meet telling me, for one, I have blonde hair, but also saying it in a negative way that makes me feel like fucking shit. You're gonna be like, do I have blonde hair? Am I just seeing it as brown? Like, that's the worst example in the world, but being constantly told you are gay and constantly put into this category of you are gay and it's a bad thing, you're fucking gonna not even go to hell, we're gonna fucking beat you up for it. I didn't even consider it. I was literally a young teenager, so why the fuck would I be thinking about anything like that? I was more concerned about going to school and doing that shit. Then you're like, wait, am I? And it's more the confusion of am I or am I not? And I had girlfriends at the time and I were into the girls. It's not just like a thing where boys are like, oh, I had girlfriends in the past, and it's like, then I realised I was gay. I was really into it and like still would be into dating a girl. So then it was more like, this isn't a bad thing, and like maybe I am, and if I am then it's not bad, and then is it bad, and oh my god, I'm not into this. And then like kissing a boy for the first time was like probably the worst thing ever, I think, because I weren't entirely into it. This is what I'd rather just be gay or straight than like somewhere in the middle. Like, it's the most infuriating thing, because I thought I'd going into it, this is gonna literally solve all my issues I've ever had growing up, and I'm either gonna know or I'm not gonna know. And I didn't, and it confused me even more and pushed me even further away from just being honest with myself. So I definitely remember it as memorable. I don't know if that answered your question, but I'm gonna move on because I don't know what else to say. Before I move on, I need to change my battery because it's flashing, but I don't think I have a charged one. This is gonna be fun. Right, the battery's changed, I'm back in action. I'm actually thinking whilst I was finding my batteries, if you want me to do a video like entirely based around, not entirely based around like just sex, but I mean like more in an educational and like just like straight up type of way. I feel like a lot of it's tried to be made not super educational first, because I think that's definitely important. I feel like a lot of people that are specifically like, I don't know, not even sex ed channels, but people that talk about like first kisses and like dating and that whole like side of life, do it in a very like formal way and are more there to educate you and aren't like, they're being honest and real. But I feel like hearing it from someone who's like saying they've been through it and done it, or like someone one that you watch already is so much more beneficial, and I definitely would have like done with that and like would have found comfort in that. And also I enjoy watching people talk about their sex lives and stuff, so like if you want to see that, then I definitely will do a whole video centered around my first time with a girl, first time with a boy, all the things like that come with that part of growing up, like going out and like having more night stands and stuff like that. And I feel like I can do it from a really unbiased, judgmental view because I'm quite open about stuff like that. So if you do want to see that, let me know. I can definitely make that work. Have you ever woke up after a night out not knowing where you are? I have not. I am really good at, when I come home from a night out, I will make myself a glass of water, grab a snack, get myself into bed. If I feel sick, I'll get a bucket. I don't want to be sick in my bedroom, on my sheets, anything like that. I'm really good at knowing that once I'm in bed, the bitch is in bed and like I've got to just sleep it off. So no, I don't think I have. I don't think I like the idea of that anyway. I think I'm too responsible, like subconsciously, to ever get drunk enough to end up in a situation where I end up going back somewhere or like going anywhere or staying in this place that I am that I'm not sure of. Weirdest thing you've done in public? Damn sis, go off. I tried to think about this and I thought about what's some weird shit I've done in public. I remember one time when I was younger, I was in a shop and I tried on a woman, like I saw this coat hung over the rail of a clothing shop. Obviously I'm in a clothing shop, and I put it on and I realised as I put it on that it was warm, and I turned around. Basically a woman had took her coat off to try something that the store was selling on, and I put her fucking coat on and thought the store sold it, and she would just stood there like, because I had a fucking coat on that she owned. Either that or masturbating in Marks and Spencer's toilets. Who knows? I feel like that needs some background story. And I don't know if that's illegal. I feel like that's quite like, you shouldn't do that shit. But I don't know, I don't want to say this because this really like puts it down to a specific time of my life. I'm gonna say I worked in a shopping centre. I've only ever worked in one shopping centre. I worked at Urban Outfitters, alright. It was first year of uni. Your boy was feeling some type of way at work. I was obviously sexually frustrated, and on my break, I masturbated in the Marks and Spencer's toilet. And then I went to work and had a good time, you know. I was relieved of all my issues. This new year of being open and honest is really like, you know, just putting it all out there. Marks and Spencer's toilet and all. You've got a lot of embarrassing stories. Correct. We've just clarified that. So you've got merch coming for us. I don't have actual merch coming like with my name on it, and it's nothing. I'm basically working on something, signed a really, really exciting contract. I can't say anything about it right now, which I know is so fucking annoying. And I used to mock YouTubers for doing this, and here I am being that bitch. But I have something coming soon that I signed a contract for that is so unbelievably exciting. And if you would have said to me what is like a long-term goal to do, this is like long-term, like future me goal that I would love to do and continue to do throughout my entire life. So the fact that I'm doing it now or doing like part of it, fucking crazy to me. Like honestly, I feel like you guys are gonna be like, this is so you. Like I feel like you are gonna know that this is me, and I feel like you're gonna be shook by it as well. I feel like the people that I'm working with and like the concept of it, you're gonna be kind of shook by. It's clothing related, just gonna leave it at that, but it's coming really soon. I'm gonna vlog the entire thing, but obviously I can't vlog it all until it's all like announced and revealed and stuff, but exciting things coming soon, so stay tuned. I'm really fucking excited. Like I cannot tell you how excited I am to physically get working on it and get like I've been working on it obviously and creating like stuff for it and like had meetings about it, but now that it's all been officially signed and like this shit is happening, I'm like, holy fuck, this shit is happening. So stay tuned. But also I will probably bring out merch and stuff in the future. I obviously love the little mini brand that I sort of developed, the With Love stuff. I think I'd do like a massive revamp and take it completely different. I think I'd probably change the name of it as well. As much as I love With Love from Byron, that was all the era of me being like very like some little round glasses, and that was just like not where I'm at in life right now. So I feel like that was too cutesy. I feel like that was too like Tumblr Byron. I feel like I'm fucking over that shit. I feel like I've also developed Tourette's and like this need to swear a lot more. So that's fun, you know, Tana Mojo's influence. I've got some really exciting stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Anyway, I'm gonna actually end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like I feel like this has been fun. I feel like for the first time in a long time I've sat down, filmed a video, and now I'm pumped. I want to like go and do some shit. I want to film another video actually. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna aim for 2 videos a week. I'm sort of a little bit ahead with my schedule already, so I'm gonna try and do that. I obviously do have my final major going off at uni right now, but of course I do want to get back on my shit. There's so much exciting stuff happening this year. Me and Byron has sat down the other day and we wrote our New Year's resolutions, put it in a jar, videos on my vlog channel, and we realised that when we open the jar next, we aren't going to be living in this house for one. We aren't potentially going to be living in London. We may be moving to a different city, a city near you. No, we may potentially not be living in London. We may potentially have a new flatmate. It's all in the works and in the talks, and right now it's looking really positive and exciting, and I can't wait for you guys to just be involved with it. But yeah, vlogs and stuff, we going on holidays. Me, Anna, Haz and Freya will probably get up to some dumb shit sometime soon. Stay tuned. I just want to give more of myself. I feel like I found my thing for YouTube again, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. I love you all lots. Thank you so much for all the love and support. In like May time this year, it'll be like 7 years I've been on YouTube. Like what the actual fuck? I don't think I've done anything for longer than 7 years. I've probably not even brushed my teeth for long. To be fair, yeah, I do brush my teeth every day and night, so maybe I've uploaded more than I've showered, you know, just throwing it out there. Anyway, I love you all lots. I'll see you very, very soon. Follow me on social media and stuff. Let me know what you thought of this video. And yeah, bye. I don't know why I keep winking, like that's so fuckboy, like, bye. Bye.